Okay, it's still the 16th of August, and I just mentioned that I'm not making too many, like, start again, Andrew. It's the 16th of August, but I just mentioned in that last bit of vlog that I'm not making them too long. So what I'll do, because a lot of things are spinning fresh in my mind from the period I'm talking about, I've just mentioned the mafia stories, some baker stories, and also the shoe shop stories. I thought it'd be a good idea to tell you about the spaghetti western stories, which we used to do, the Clint Eastwood stuff. Hopefully I've got all my photographs are photographs. I've not scanned them all to let you see that, and these would probably be better if I had my scanned photos. So what I might try and do is look out some and just take a snap for this camera or my phone from them. Not so good quality, I'm afraid, but at least you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. These ones was a big ghetto blaster. These were everybody had a ghetto blaster in the 1980s. I had fucking the Toshiba, it was massive. It was a really, really well made machine, I've got to tell you that. Anyway, my pal would carry this Toshiba, and we would be dressed. I had a sombrero, a blanket over my shoulders, like a poncho, you know. And then we shut his door. I had a moustache with this makeup painted on, and I really looked the part. One of these kind of Mexicans out of there, or cowboys out of these spaghetti westerns, and so did my mate and one of the other guys. But this day we'd set up at the Murray Fountain in James Square in Crieff. So, but we didn't have guns, we had bananas. And the music would go on, and that would attract a lot of attention because it was that kind of, everyone recognised the tune, didn't they? A few dollars more, or a fistful of dollars. And then we would approach each other from both sets of the square, and then at a crucial last moment when everyone thought we were going to shoot each other, we pulled out the bananas and just started eating them. And there was folk at the pubs not all coming out, and the shops and all the rest. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. And we used to do that. We've done it as far as Aberfeldy. I think we went up there one day. We've done it in Perth, and we also done it, lots of different locations in Crieff. It was really good fun doing that. And then another time, me and my mate, one of the people, I don't want to mention their names in case they're not happy with get their name mentioned. Another time I was dressed up as country lairds, the aristocracy, and I had a robin pinned to my left shoulder. And we went into Grassocks. I don't know if anyone knows it, but Grassocks used to have a garage just across from the Perth bus station, and they sold BMWs and Rolls Royces and that sort of stuff. So we would go in there for a wander, and we were going to make the purchase. The guys used to get really excited, and we'd say like that. And then I said, because you talk about all the different aspects of the Rolls Royce and everything it could do. And then I said, oh, okay. I think, Charles, I think I'm going to take this one here. It's absolutely lovely. I'm really, really pleased. And then what I would do is this. Do you have this one in yellow? You don't? Oh dear. And then, Charles, there's no yellow. And then he would shake his head and go, oh no, not taking it. I want a yellow one. I would fuck off out of this garage showroom just as the guy was away to get our details for an £80,000 or £100,000 purchase. And the wrong colour or the wrong shade. And then we used to go up to the Crieff Hydro. I remember John Leckie, the general manager, the top man actually, he actually quite admired us because he knew me from making speeches in the church and stuff. I think he was a lovely man actually. I really liked old John Leckie, and he's passed away as well. But he allowed us just to have free range in the hotel, dressed as the aristocracy, walking sticks and. Absolute fucking nonsense that we used to come out with. Such fun though, eh? and didn't cost a penny, apart from the, most of the clothes were borrowed, or maybe you'd maybe nip into a charity shop or something like that and pick up the odd one or two items, but most of it was all just stuff you had, or somebody, or you'd accessed it in some way. And when I say access, I mean, when I worked as a groundsman at our rec school in the town, and I was there for several years, and a lot of fun there as well. But one of the occasions was borrowing. I said to the guy, I better not mention people's names, eh? But it was a science teacher at the school at the time, and I said to him, "What's the chances of getting one of your science cloaks? The white ones, kind of ones they wear in the science lab?" And he says, "Yeah, that's fine, Andy. Not a problem. Bring it. Don't bring it back damaged." But you knew I wouldn't anyway. But he says, "Do you mind if I ask exactly what it's for?" And I told him. He says, "That sounds like fun." And it was fun because I stuck a beard on my face and a moustache, and yellowed up my eyes. I've got a photograph of that somewhere. I yellowed up my eyes, and I had this white spray I bought. That white spray came from Perthshire they gave me, and I just looked like this old mad scientist. And I had the white coat. It was absolutely brilliant. And my mate we'd already arranged what we were doing, and he had gone down to Glasgow to hire this gorilla suit. So anyway, we'd gone into it's now a derelict building, but it was the Crieff, well, it was called the Crieff Hotel, but certainly at the time I'm talking, it was called the Star Hotel. So we went into the Star. I went into the Star Lounge. I said to the barmaid, I says, "Hello," I said, "Do you take animals in the bar?" And she nodded her head, and she obviously was expecting a dog to come in. And I whistled. It's like the next bit was my mate came in like a gorilla, and he's and of course he's totally insane. This guy, and he couldn't stop himself, and he was running climbing onto all the furniture, and eventually we got told to fuck off, right? But we ended up down in the Chinese restaurant. Man that owned that Chinese restaurant used to take some sticks from everybody from all generations, But the weirdest thing about this on that evening was he actually he called me the crazy man. That's what he used to call me. I'll give you a story about that another time. But his name for me was Crazy Man. But on this occasion, when we went in, he was telling people who were normally dressed to get out and all the rest, people he didn't like. But he let the gorilla, me in the science uniform, so me dressed as the mad professor, and my mate dressed as the gorilla, in as if we were normal customers. That was the most bizarre thing about it, I'm sure. But anyway, once we're in like that, I had this wonderful thing I could do. I certainly couldn't do it now, but I had a great agility for doing these forward somersaults. And what I used to do was I used to do a blind spot. So my favourite places was Crowley's Cafe next to the post office, which was quite dangerous because you fling yourself out a shop doorway straight into oncoming traffic. But the Drum and Arms, the old Drum and Arms entrance in there at the bar, that was probably the best because people couldn't see what was happening within the doorway. All they saw was me getting pinged out in this like mental somersault, landing on my feet, and then remonstrating with somebody as if I was talking to somebody, but I wasn't. It was all just make-believe illusions. So Chinese restaurant was another place that I could do that. So this night we were in, it was absolute chaos as usual in that restaurant. All people trying to get carry-outs, drunk at their heads and stuff, and so eventually we were told to get out. What I did was I'd done my somersault. They were absolutely brilliant this night because I just that blind spot, as I say, and I chucked myself onto King Street. And then I stood up and I was arguing with a couple of guys or something. And then I got thrown out by the owner. And then back 3 times I'd done it, and they were done so well. But I'd also taken the what do you call it, the local police who used to stand up at the main square had obviously seen the activity and seen me getting chucked out, and they wondered what the hell was going on. And I'm not going to mention the policeman's name, but as he approached, I mean, literally within 2 yards to nab me in the shoulder, I turned around And I went like that, as if I was smacking my hands together, cleaning them, and like that. And I says, the weirdest voice ever. Remember, I'm dressed in a white coat and this fucking grey beard and white hair and everything like that. And just the police came to me, I says, and that concludes my study of the Asian race. Just as I wiped my hands together, and then I walked up, and this policeman never even fucking bothered batted an eyelid. He just thought, what the hell's going on here? And then next minute, this gorilla came out. Oh my god, it was fucking hilarious. Like, I don't think that policeman to this day knows it was me. I was so well dressed up, it was fucking brilliant. It really was. Anyway, that's enough for today. There's clock times that have been coming up actually. The ones that I'm getting just now are normal 20 minutes to 4. That's why I glanced at my watch, because I thought we were going to be 20 to 4. But 20 to 4, 20 past 2, 20 past 8, whether that's in the morning or in the evening. As I say, I've always said 9:11, 9:12, 21:11 or 21:12, depending morning or night. So these one, and 10 minutes to 2. These clock face times have been seen so often over the last few weeks. Now these have changed. These have changed from one. I remember the one I used to see quite often was 12:40 or 12:42. Let's go back a bit. I'm just trying to think the other ones. Yeah, 17:21 and 13:13 or 13:12 on the clock. You know, there's loads of different times, and then I wondered why these times had such significance. And eventually, what occurred was I seen me in different locations, anywhere. I mean, not just in Scotland, but over in Europe and further afield. And these clock times are actually times that maybe a train is due or a flight comes in or a flight. It's really bizarre. So the ones that I've just mentioned, 20 past 2, 20 minutes to 4. What other one? 20 past 8. These are the three are most significant of the last 10 days to 2 weeks, along with the other times I mentioned just a moment ago. But these ones, so that makes me think, I wonder why 20 past 2, 20 to 4, and 20 past 8 morning and night has significance. It'll come up and I'll bet you'll be surprised. So I'm glad I'm recording this on the 16th of August 2022, and probably in a few weeks these numbers will, these clock times will have significance. Anyway, it's been quite a long shift on this camera today. I've probably run out of steam, and I think you've probably had enough viewing anyway. So I'm going to end it there, but nice, thanks very much for taking your time to watch this.